Part 2. You will hear an employee of a driving school answering a telephone inquiry about training to take a driving test. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 16. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 16.
Safety Driving Center, hello?
Hello. Can you give me some information about driving lessons?
Yes, there are 2 courses, one on theory and one practical course, and most people do the 2 courses simultaneously. The first part of the theory course consists of a series of lessons, and you can do these either at the center in one of our classrooms or via the internet. You work through the material at your own pace, but there's a tutor on hand to help whenever you need it. At the second stage, we review what we've covered so far. We do this in the classroom. We don't deliver it online, so you have to come into the center. At the end of this lesson, there's a test, but this is just for practice. It's not a proper RTD test. If you're satisfied with your performance on this, you can go on to the next stage. And if you're not, you can go back to stage 1 and follow the lessons again. The third stage is the real test, the one set and administered by the RTD. That's the Road Traffic Department. Provided you pass that test, you then get your provisional driving license, which you need before you can venture onto public highways. The practical course starts off here at the test center, and it consists of training and assessment on our specially designed circuit. This allows you to get driving experience immediately, but in a safe environment. At the next stage, you continue with training and assessment, but on public highways. Obviously, you can't do this until you've obtained your provisional license to show that you've got some knowledge of traffic regulations and road safety. Then, when both you and your instructor think you're ready, you do a trial test. And if that goes well, you go straight on to do the official test run by the RTD. Finally, provided that you're successful in both parts of the course, the theory and the practice, you get your driving license. You're then on probation for a year, and as long as you don't have any problems in that time, your license will be endorsed for future use.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 17 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 17 to 20.
Can you tell me how to enroll?
Yes, it's quite easy. For the theory course, there's no need to book, and if you're going to do classroom-based lessons, you can just turn up here at the center and pay as you go. We run 6 sessions a day, and if you go to our website, you'll find the start times for each session. If you don't have internet access, you can pick up a leaflet from the center here with that information. As for the classes themselves, all our theory classes are run by experienced tutors, and they're offered in a number of different languages as well as in English. We deliver the content using PowerPoint, but there's still a place for pen and paper tasks, and we ask you to bring your own stationery to the lessons. You choose the particular stage of the course that you want each time. Some people attend more frequently than others, and so they progress through the course at a faster rate.
What about enrolling on the practical course?
That's a bit more complicated, and you do have to book in advance. But you can do that via our website or at the customer service desk here at the center, or you can book at one of our self-service kiosks. You'll find them in some of the big stores in the city. So it's very convenient, whatever your situation is. You can attend between 1 and 7 sessions a week, so you can decide whether you want to do the course intensively or spread it out more. Some driving schools allow you to drive your own car, but for safety and insurance reasons, we don't. You can cancel lessons in the same way that you book them, but in order to avoid incurring a penalty, you have to do that at least 72 hours in advance of your appointment. When you make a cancellation in less than the required period, you can try and transfer your session to someone else. If another trainee then agrees to take the session over, your payment for the canceled session can be credited back to your account. Otherwise, we can't give a refund for any reason, and even a medical certificate isn't accepted as grounds for granting one.
That is the end of Part 2. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to Part 2.